How do you deal with an unmotivated employee? First and foremost, realize that the level of motivation in your area is a function of what you do or do not do. Every employee wants to be magnificent. And if you set up an environment that allows that to happen, you're more likely to get it. Now, if you have someone that isn't motivated, I recommend starting with giving them the benefit of the doubt, of sitting down with them, and maybe it's never been clear what's expected of them. Maybe they've never felt that you were there to support them, that you cared about them as a person, and have a discussion about the job and what you need from them to do the best job possible. And it might take some talking, but I get to the point where you get a commitment from that employee that they want to be a high performer, that they want to be in the game doing the best job possible. And then the role of management, once you have that commitment, is to be there for them, to catch them doing things right, to move them along the journey towards being a better performer. Now, if you get to the point where that approach doesn't work and the employee continues to not be motivated, I would take a drastic shift in your approach and instead approach it from the other side of the coin, as it were, and give the person what I call a career day. A career day is when you say, John, I'd like you to take tomorrow off. I'm still going to pay you, but I'd like you to just spend the day thinking about, is this really where you want to be right now? Because if it is, I got to tell you, you got to start telling your face. You seem miserable in your job. You seem to hate it, and I need to have better from you. And I'd like you just to reflect if this is really what you want to be doing with your life and your career at this point. And come back and tell me. And if it is, we're going to talk about what's got to be different in order for you to stay in this job. And if you come back and you say that you don't want to be in this one, I'm going to help you to move elsewhere, in the organization or outside the organization. In my experience, this type of approach puts on the table the reality of something's got to change and helps get the person focused on either making the best of this job or moving towards another one. You might have them initially kicking and screaming, but I've seen time and time again where perhaps they're moved out of the company, that same employee will come back and more times than not thank you for the job you've done in helping them get to a more meaningful job that they can enjoy.